This is Zir News 24, bringing you the day's top stories from Afghanistan and around the world. It's Friday, 17th of Zmarai, 1404 in the Afghan solar calendar, corresponding to August 8, 2025. I'm Samina Mamadi, and here are today's headlines. UNICEF pledges increased cooperation with Afghanistan, supporting the local economy and domestic production. IOM warns of a looming humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan as aid systems face collapse. Religious schools become the only option for many Afghan children. Turkish investment sought for Afghanistan's water projects. UN Women highlights the plight of returning Afghan women and girls. 23 killed in Israeli attacks on Gaza, including a child who died of hunger. Trump and Putin may meet soon for the first time since Trump took office. Hezbollah rejects Lebanese government's decision to limit weapons to state forces. UAE bans Sudanese aircraft from landing. Pakistan condemns Baloch militant attacks. In sports, cricket, bodybuilding, kickboxing, and football tournaments conclude across Afghanistan. UNICEF's commitment to Afghanistan. UNICEF's Deputy Executive Director met with the Administrative Deputy of the Prime Minister, Mullah Abdul Salam Hanafi, reaffirming the organization's commitment to supporting Afghanistan's local economy and domestic production. He also pledged to prevent child malnutrition and continue assistance to returning refugees, with a focus on creating livelihoods. IOM warns of aid system collapse. The International Organization for Migration reports that over 4 million Afghans have returned from Iran and Pakistan since September 2023, including 1.5 million in 2025 alone. Without urgent support, it warns aid systems could collapse, with only 1 in 10 returnees currently receiving assistance. Religious schools filling education gaps. According to Al Jazeera, madrasa enrollment in Afghanistan is rising sharply, with some schools quadrupling their student numbers in 5 years. Many families turn to religious schools as public education struggles with shortages of teachers, resources, and the effects of decades of conflict. Educational barriers for girls remain severe. Efforts to attract investment in water projects. Afghanistan's Deputy Minister of Water and Energy met the country's ambassador in Ankara to encourage Turkish and other foreign companies to invest in water regulation projects. The ambassador pledged full cooperation. UN Women on returning Afghan women. UN Women reports that many women and girls returning from Iran and Pakistan face acute poverty, early marriage, violence, and homelessness. It calls for urgent action to provide safe housing, income opportunities, and education for girls. International news. 23 killed in Israeli attacks on Gaza. Child dies of hunger. Israeli airstrikes on Gaza killed at least 23 people on Thursday. Another child died of starvation, bringing the total number of children who have died from hunger since October 7 to 194. The UN warns that more than 100 premature babies are at risk as hospitals run out of fuel. Eyewitnesses say most airstrikes hit civilian areas, killing families and children. So far, at least 61,158 Palestinians have been killed and over 151,000 injured since the start of Israel's offensive. Trump and Putin may meet soon. The White House says U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin could meet next week, their first in-person meeting since Trump took office. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky may also join for trilateral talks. Hezbollah rejects Lebanese government weapons decision. Hezbollah has rejected a cabinet decision to restrict weapons to 6 state security agencies, calling it a serious mistake. The decision comes amid fears of an Israeli attack, and Hezbollah insists it will not disarm until Israel agrees to a ceasefire. UAE bans Sudanese aircraft. Sudan's Civil Aviation Authority says the UAE has banned Sudanese aircraft from landing at its airports and has blocked a Sudanese flight from departing Abu Dhabi. Relations between the countries have been strained since Sudan cut diplomatic ties with the UAE in May 2025. Pakistan condemns Baloch militant attacks. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have condemned a militant attack on an army convoy in Mastung, Balochistan, which killed 3 soldiers. Authorities claim the attack had Indian backing. 4 militants were killed in retaliatory operations. Sports news. In Coast Province's Nader Shawkat district, a 6-team tape ball cricket tournament opened with Zahin Cricket Club defeating Tiger Wushu Cricket Club by 5 wickets. In Zabul's capital, Kalat, Bodybuilding selection competitions involving 18 teams concluded with 3 athletes chosen for the provincial team. In Paktia's capital, Gardez, friendly Wako kickboxing matches were held at Al Mahdi Sports Club, with 10 of 20 competing athletes securing victories. In Helmand's capital, Lashkar, the under-16 football group tournament concluded after a month of play. Sabawan Hashimi's team won the final 2-1 against Kayum Barak's side to claim the championship. That's all for today's news. For more updates, follow Zir News 24 on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok. Until tomorrow's broadcast, goodbye from all of us at Zir News 24.